Logan, talk about how did you transform yourself from a finesse running outside back to a power back?
I wouldn't consider myself a power back yet because I'm not like 220 yet. But I would probably say just because, attacking the weight room with Coach Bayless, I mean, I put on 15 pounds this offseason, so I'll probably say building my strength.
And when was the last time you carried the ball 28 times in a game, and how are you going to feel tomorrow morning?
As a running back, I'm going to feel it tomorrow. But last time I probably carried the ball 28 times. My last high school game, I had like 36 carries.
Front row on your right, Pete Sampson.
Logan, the offense has changed a lot this year, whether it be the quarterback or just like the offensive line getting into form or like how the running backs are used. How do you feel like the offense is getting better now as you head into the second half of the season?
We just have a lot of confidence going around. It's very contagious. The O-line, the wide receivers, the tight ends, everybody's just feeding off of each other. And, one person's success is the whole team's success. So if one person get going, everybody feel at his side. And I feel like Coach Freeman's been instilling unit strength in us, and like we've been taking advantage of that opportunity and getting to know each other and building an actual bond. So like I feel like when we out there, like we are literally one unit.
Mayor was in here and he talked about Drew Pine's confidence and he's a guy that you got to pick him up sometimes. Like you can see it's wearing on him a little bit. I don't know how you factor into that. Like if you sort of try to help Drew or just could speak to how important it is to have your quarterback feeling good, even if things maybe aren't going perfectly out there.
Me and Drew always had a lot of one-on-ones, like even before the start of the season, like spring ball, everything. So I just look him in his eyes and I tell him, you're cute, you quarterback one, and we need you. Lead us. That's all I have to tell him. I say, lead us. He looked me in the eye and he said, I got you. And I know once he said that, then we're good to go.
To your left, second row, Sean Stires.
Logan, kind of back to the, physical running. How much did your shoulder inhibit that early on, and how is it feeling now?
I probably wouldn't say that it inhibited, but I would say in the beginning of the season, I definitely wasn't as confident as I am now with my shoulder. I was kind of stiff, was scared to throw it out there. But like as the season went on, got to pick up some pass pro. Got to run the ball in between the tackles and take on blocks and everything, take on hits, and I've just been feeling good. So it's like once you forget about it, then it's not there. If you think about it, it's going to be there. But if you don't, then you're good.
With those carries that you had today, did you kind of feel like you're getting stronger as it went on toward the end?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I believe that I'm a volume back. It takes not a while, but a few carries to get me going. And once I'm going, and I feel like I'm going. And then with that O-line and with their confidence and their strength coming off the ball, then offense is unstoppable.
And then we will go back right corner, Doug Farmer.
All the way in the corner, Logan. That first question asked about a transformation, and you said the word yet twice. What are you looking to improve on yet? Development doesn't stop in the season.
We've been getting a lot of, pounding, a lot of 5-yard, 3-yard runs. I wanna work on, getting to that second level and, making that man miss and, taking it the distance. If it's 30 yards plus 50-yard runs, like we want those big runs as well. And, we're gonna keep on going at it, and eventually it's gonna pop.
And if you consider yourself a volume back, obviously you recognize those other two guys. There's reasons they're on the field. How do you get yourself into the right headspace on those weeks where it is only 8 carries apiece?
You just got to go into every game knowing that it's one job, Everybody got the same job when we get in. When Audrey get in, the standard remains the same. When Chris get in, standard remains the same. When I get in, standard remains the same. So no matter if I'm getting 8 carries, 10 carries, 15, 28, it doesn't matter. The standard's never going to change, and I'm just going to keep on growing and, continue to stay humble and confident, man.
Middle left, Lynn Clark.
Logan, how important was practice this past week to prepare you for the performance that you had today, and did you visualize having this type of game?
As a running back, you visualize every game to be a good game, but, we've been attacking practice this week, and, the last 2 weeks, the O-line's been going after it, As a running back, when you see that O-line and when they need you, I guess it's time to go. So no matter what, if I'm at practice and I'm not feeling good, I know I got to go because my brothers need me up there.
And then middle right, Aiden Thomas.
Logan, you referenced earlier a little bit about pass pro, and I was wondering, last year you learned under Kyron Williams, who was, he was pretty known for his blocking as well as his running. Where have you felt you've developed as a pass blocker, and just how did that culminate today with no sacks, only 2 QB hits all day for UNLV?
I would say first it starts with, Coach Dealing. We work pass pro every day, punching the med balls, blitz pickup with linebackers. We work on it every day. And, if you can't pick up if you can't pass pro, then you can't play, not at this level or at any level. So I feel like pass pro is more of a want to, and then once you develop the technique, then you'll be good.
And then all the way to your left, second row, Kyle Kelly.
Hey, Logan. About crossing the midway point of the season here, new offensive line coach, new running backs coach. How has that all come together now that you guys have crossed this midway point, and how do you think you're seeing the run game better, and how did that kind of all come together today?
I would definitely say communication between Coach Dealing and Coach Harry, and communication between the running backs and the O line, and just trusting your coaching. We have design runs. Are the runs gonna hit? If he say a run gonna hit the A gap, then you better trust that A gap, because when you go back and watch film Sunday and you didn't trust the A gap, you're gonna get it.
And then kind of following up on Kyron Williams, he was here today. How much did him being here kind of inspire today's performance? And did you talk to him before the game? And did he share any kind of message with you?
Yeah, I talked to him last night, and he was telling me about the league and like what's different and things like that. But mostly, he just told me good luck, and he said, you play football, you're a football player, go out there and do what you do your job. And that gave me all the confidence I need just to go out there and just do what I've been doing my whole life.
And then last question, down in front, Tyler Worka.
Logan, we didn't see Audric carry the ball again after he fumbled. I'm just curious how you take it upon yourself as his position mate to kind of keep his head up on the sideline, and what those conversations with him are like.
Yeah, all I can do is continue to, be my brother's keeper, And I tell him, like, man, I feel that for you. And I told him, I've been in that situation. The ball is the most important thing on the offense, and you can't let that go. So last week I was kind of, on that side of, it's gonna be all right. You just keep on doing your job, keep being better. But today I was a real teammate. I just told him the real. I'm like if you want to play, you gotta hold on to the ball. And it was simple as that. And we have that mutual respect and that love. I could tell him anything, he could tell me anything, and it's always gonna remain the same.
And Coach Freeman told us that there was a moment where Tommy and Dylan kind of told him, it's Logan's game. We want him on the field. What was going through your mind when you kind of got that directive? And then we've seen Audric be the guy in the fourth quarter where he's running. Today that was you. I don't know how many carries it was in the second half, but it was a lot. How do you kind of hold yourself up? And do you like when you're in the spot like that and the game's in your hands?
I mean, you just got to execute. You got to get the job done. They told me, like, let's go. Like, it's time. So when it's time, and it's time to go. And, there's no looking back. There's only looking forward. And it was like, if this is what I want to do for a long time, and this is the time to do it. So I had to execute on my opportunity.